So you would know that there are many things happening around me with my vents and my refrigerator that if I were to not wear these headphones or these sunglasses, I would not even be allowed to get a word out to talk to you. And what I wanted to talk about in that vein is that I'm vaguely familiar with this Alex Jones, that I may have approached his website maybe a few years ago. And I don't know why he has to be on Facebook or why he has to be on Twitter, because he has his own handle on the internet. He has his own production. But I do know that he got kicked off of Facebook and Twitter, and that what I also know is that he's apolitical. That they say that they are kicking off people who are conservatives that espouse conservative viewpoints, but that is actually, that would be bad enough if that's what they were doing. But what they are doing are kicking off people who are apolitical, because it is important for the general Freudian skullfuck system, and excuse my language, that when you choose a party and you say I'm Republican and I'm for this, that, and that, or I'm Democrat and I'm for this, that, and that, that what you are essentially doing is shutting off half your brain, and that makes it much easier for the powers that be who control the grid system to do whatever they want to do with you, because you have effectively on your own have decided to shut off half of your brain, so it makes them easier to locate you. And that so this Alex Jones, he people thought he was a conservative, but I saw him with Marco Rubio the other day, and he put his hand. He was confronting Marco Rubio, and he put his hand on him on his shoulder, and Marco Rubio got really upset, and then he was kicked off Twitter. And that you would know that my deal isn't what I say. What I say, or how I think, not so much how I think, but what I'm doing on here has nothing to do with my position or track as a victim or someone whose life is sought after. And that Alex Jones isn't really sought, because he's a big, hairy, bald-headed white guy. So it's not, it's two different things. That my position, it has more to do with the whole there are no perfect people in this world sort of thing. That anything that I say or do on Facebook or Twitter, on Facebook or on YouTube, is mere happenstance to my victimization. And that you would want to know that as far as Facebook and Twitter goes, when it comes to banning Alex Jones, that America is based on conspiracy theories. That if there were no conspiracy theories, there would be no America. And that if you can if the general sanctioned news, and there's nothing sanctioned about Facebook and Twitter, but if the sanctioned news can do what they do and say what they say, I'm talking about the Katie Turs and the Ali Veshis, and the list is endless. then I see no reason why Alex Jones can't do what he does on the flank. It seems to me like you are aiding and abetting sadistic, murderous martyrdom culture. In that, what Alex Jones is. I mean, when you see a murder that's talked about on just a regular news on CBS or NBC or ABC, that when there's a robbery or any sort of disaster or criminal, that's a conspiracy. I mean, the underlying motive for that is a conspiracy. So for you to shut off a guy, it wouldn't matter what he was. It shouldn't even matter if he was saying like stuff that wasn't true. I heard what he had to say a couple years ago, and from what I heard, what he was saying basically was true. So as far as what I knew about things, so I mean, but even if he was saying babies eat babies or really outrageous, that shouldn't matter, because the basis for what is actually happening, that you are purveying a cover up is what you're doing, that you're bolstering a cover-up is what you're doing. That you're making it seem like this is an adequate, livable, society. Because what did I talk about yesterday? You're given a lot of money to behave that way. No, you are being inappropriate. Facebook and Twitter, you are being inappropriate by acting like this is a valid, culture with sanctity, that there's an underlying freedom and mobility clause going on. You are being inappropriate by acting like there's some validity and structure to this thing. You are being inappropriate.